Hi everyone, Miss Bins here. Hope you're all keeping well and safe at home. Today I would like to do a little science experiment with you today, and we're going to be making volcano apples. Now for this little experiment you need a baking tray or a tray of some sorts to catch the mess, because it is going to get a little bit messy. You need two different types of apples. I have gone for a cooking apple, and I've also gone for a gala apple. You will also need some baking soda or bicarbonate of soda, and you also need some vinegar. Now, first things first, to do this experiment, you need to first of all cut the tops. I know this doesn't look very nice. Cut the top of the apple off and create a little crater inside both of your apples. Now I suggest you get an adult to help you to do this, as knives can be very sharp and this can be quite a tricky task to do for you. Then what you need to do is you are going to add a tablespoon of bicarbonate soda or baking powder will do into your apple. So I'm going to pop that inside the gala apple, and I'm going to pop another teaspoon. Now this is a science experiment, so you need to make sure you're using the same amount of bicarbonate soda in each of the apples, just to make sure it is a fair experiment. Inside the apples, there you go. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add 50 millilitres of vinegar. Now I've measured mine out into this little jar here. Now first things first, I'd like you to think about, what do you think is going to happen when we add vinegar to these apples? So make your prediction before you do this experiment. You might want to pause the video for just a second. Now what should happen is a reaction should occur between the bicarbonate soda and the vinegar, and this reaction will create carbonic acid, which is part water and part carbon dioxide, and this is what's going to help to create our volcanoes and the fizziness that happens inside the apples. Now with this experiment, because we're using two different types of apples, you might also want to think about, which apple do you think is going to make the most reaction? Do you think it's going to be the cooking apple, or do you think it's going to be the gala apple? So just before you pour the vinegar in, have a little think about which one is going to have the greatest reaction. Okay, are we ready to find out what's going to happen to these two apples? Which one do you think? I think the cooking apple might have the greatest reaction. Okay, so after three, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as you can see, both apples had quite a reaction, and actually from my experiment I found that the gala apple actually had a better reaction with the carbonate and the vinegar than the cooking apple, which I'm quite surprised about. Now you can always change this experiment up. You can change the variables if you wish to. You could think about maybe adding more bicarbonate soda in there. You might want to think about adding more vinegar. You might even want to try it with different acidic fruits. Which fruit will have a better reaction rather than apples? It's completely up to you. Now I do hope you have fun with this experiment at home. We are missing you very much at school, and I hope to see you very, very soon.